Thank you and good evening as we get ready for high school championship hockey tonight. The Moorhead Spuds and the Brainerd Warriors renew their rivalry. And in a couple of moments, we'll have a chance to hear from both head coaches and get their views on tonight's game. Brainerd worked their way into this opening round game with a victory as a play-in partner with St. Cloud. And went overtime. Brainerd was able to get the win, and so that sets up the meeting with the number 1 seed Moorhead tonight. And anytime, we know full well, anytime that the Spuds and the Warriors battle, whether it's on the turf, whether it's on the hardwood, or whether it's holding sticks and pounding away at each other, it's a battle. There's no doubt about it. You'll find the comments from Howie Borden quite interesting in regards to the success and gaining throughout the course of this past season from the Brainerd Warriors. The winner here will move into semifinal play coming up at the end of the week. And for the loser here tonight, their season comes to an end. It's an interesting time, the quarterfinal round. We just never know which teams are going to show up and how well they will play. We'll be back with more from Moorhead Sports Center when we return after this timeout.
Great playing game. We've been battling St. Cloud hard all year. Our first game early in the season, we lost 5-2, and later on in the year we faced them again and tied 1-1. So we were due, and the players executed the game plan perfectly. Only flaw we had along the way was some penalty trouble, which we killed off as a team, and got into overtime and put her away.
How much excitement does that create by killing off the penalties and on way to a victory?
Oh, it gives the boys a good buzz. Penalties in the playoffs is a killer for your team. When you can put in the hard work and commit to blocking shots and commit to killing those penalties off, it just gets you going when you're back 5-on-5. And we fed up that, and that's what got us into the overtime, and that's what got us our win.
I know that wins haven't been as easy to come by this year as you would hope, but on the other hand, there's always room for improvement. What are some of the things that you've seen?
Oh, this team hasn't quit. From where we started the season to where we finished the season, it's two different teams. I think when you have a brand new staff, it's a lot of big learning curve for some of the players. We're a heavy sophomore team. This is the team where these sophomores and these seniors have never played together. So it's a lot of new faces for a lot of kids, not only in the room but with the coaching staff. So it's a learning curve there for sure. We have a lot of overtime games this year, 6 of them. We've had another 3 or 4 games past that. They were 1-goal games. So, we've been in a lot of games. This lot didn't bounce our way when it comes to the bounces and towards the end. So, but these guys have never given up. So I commend my players. I commend their spirit, their compete, and their drive to keep them back every day and working hard.
That tells me you're right on the doorstep, ready to make things happen.
100%.
Tonight it's Moorhead. Different deal.
Different deal. You know, we're excited to have Moorhead tonight, believe it or not. You know,
anytime Moorhead and Brainerd, no matter what the sport, it's exciting.
It's always a clash for sure. You know, we have a different lineup than last time we faced. We've tweaked our system since last time we faced. Last time we faced was back in the first week of January. So there's been a lot of games for both teams since then, and a lot of growth. So we got a different lineup, some different systems, and we've been studying our film, and we got a different game plan coming in tonight. And if we execute and work hard and compete, we hope to come on top.
Our thanks to Howie Borden for being with us on our pregame show tonight as the Warriors get ready to take on the Spuds in Moorhead. A visit with Spud head coach John Ammerman after this timeout. Welcome back to Moorhead Sports Center, and because of technical difficulties, we'll be unable to bring you the interview that we had with John Ammerman earlier tonight, but basically is saying that, you know, it's playoff time, and he echoed the words of Howie Borden. You come to this point in the season, that opening run, he said, tends to create a whole lot of enthusiasm and excitement and anxiety because you just don't know what team you're going to bring.
Yeah, and we've seen it year after year recently, especially that this quarterfinal round is not what it used to be. And there's times where this was kind of a snoozer, if you want to call it that or whatever, but not anymore. Holy cow, last year both quarterfinal games were overtime for the 1 and the 2 seed, Moorhead and Roseau, and of course the 4-5s are always going to be tight matchups as well. So it's a really fun time of the year. Exciting. The records are 0-0, and the rivalries are still ratcheted up, though. You know, so they're both going to come with some heat tonight.
In spite of the 10-0 decision that was issued earlier in the season, Moorhead over Brainerd, both teams have some similarities in their scoring and on their record. A lot of close one-goal games, a lot of overtime contests.
Yeah, and the one thing you know for sure coming out of that is Brainerd knows what Moorhead has. I don't think Moorhead knows what Brainerd has.
Well, Brainerd has flat out said we've changed things up from the last time around.
Yeah, and
now what that means, I'm the last one that's going to figure it out. But
yeah, right. Who knows? We'll see what happens out here tonight. But when it's 10-0, you start to look at making changes, and I do expect that it won't be the same team that we saw.
Moorhead comes in with a heavy week this past week with a road victory at Roseau. John Ammerman indicated perhaps the second best team that they have faced all year. he said that with in mind that the Saturday opponent, Hill Murray, is the #1 team that they have faced all year, and there was nothing wrong with that. Was an outstanding contest, just absolutely a state challenging type of play.
Yeah, it was exciting and just fun to be a part of. It's kind of what you always imagine in high school athletics, and getting into February near playoff time, it was just an awesome game played by two really good teams. And I know that having heard from some of the players, they echo that. They thought that Hill Murray might have been, if not the best, one of the top couple of teams they played all year.
And it ended up in overtime, the Spuds taking the defeat, and that snapped their win streak. Meanwhile, in the play-in game, Brainerd also went overtime, but they got a win over St. Cloud.
Yeah, and what kind of momentum can that build? They've got a playoff game under their belt, an exciting overtime win, so they're feeling, about as good about themselves as they can coming in here. So they're gonna bring it and try to make this a contest. And Brainerd's really, in my mind, what they're gonna try to do is just keep this a close contest as long as they can.
Something that's been brought up in our conversations that Brainerd is loaded with sophomores, which tells us they're starting to become a little gnarly.
Yeah, well, we've seen that in the past. Yeah, last year with Moorhead's team, when they're young, it takes them a little while to get going. But then once they understand, wait a minute, we belong here, it gets a little gnarly.
And with that in mind, we're getting ready for the start of tonight's game. We have a 2-minute timeout coming your way as the teams line up at the blue line in preparation as they face the flag with the playing of our national anthem. Playoff season is here. Spuds and Warriors battle it out at Moorhead Sports Center. We'd like to welcome all of you listening along KVBR 1340 in Brainerd as you follow your Warriors here tonight in this playoff contest with Moorhead. And so, Rob, we take a look at how these teams are going to match up. We've seen the Spuds being able to play at a physical level. Brainerd, I think, is working their way in that direction.
Yeah, and Brainerd's always, the culture of their program is going to be physical, and they're going to want to do that to slow down the Spuds tonight, and that plays into the Spuds game too. They enjoy that physical nature. We saw it in a slugfest with Hill Murray where it was just so well contested. It was fast, it was physical, there was high level play. So Brainerd's going to want to do that to slow down the Spuds. The Spuds will welcome that, and hopefully we see some good hard physical hockey tonight.
Alex Jones will step into the face-off circle for Brainerd as the Warriors go left to right. And he squares up against Gavin Lindberg, and we're underway. Brainerd controls the early play as it comes out to center ice, thrown back in by Moorhead's Andrew Searles. It rolls down behind the net. Warriors check it in there. Good heavy pressure from behind the net. And it's pushed off to the far side and out near the point and out to center ice where the Spuds catch up to it. And here's Andrew Searles. He dishes it ahead for Carson Triggs. And it's returned and rejected, and right back out it comes to Joe Grammer as he backpedals his way. Tries to hook up. Here's Gavin Lindbergh now in the offensive zone. Down deep into the corner, feeds it back to Triggs, and it rolls down behind the net, chased by Harper Bentz. Backhanded down to Gavin Lindbergh. He's in the corner, tied up nicely, and the puck squirts loose. Nobody on it. Now it's attacked and brought back out near the point in the direction of Andrew Searles, where it's turned around and sent back out. Now the lift-out pass, and it comes bouncing up all the way down. That'll give the Warriors a chance to change up their lineup as Joe Grammer backpedals his way to pick it up. Pass comes to Joe Corton at the center ice area, and he carries it in. Down deep in the corner. Joe Corton had it pulled away, and it's taken away by the Warriors. Exton and had it for a moment, and it comes near side. Battling for it right out in front, tapping it towards goal, and it's swatted away and then covered up by Jed Klang. In goal tonight, Jed Klang, the senior.
Nice job early by Moorhead there. Good composure with the puck, establishing some down low presence. Good read by Joe Schiller there to keep a play alive, and then you see the physical presence of Wyatt Tweet early with a net front presence in front of Klang trying to get to that rebound.
Joe Corton stands in against Mitch Brow, and it comes out to the near side. Here come the Warriors out to center ice and through, tapping it ahead. It goes all the way down off the stick of Harrison Seymour. Back to the near side, the Spuds pull it loose. They go rink wide with it. Off to the far side, it's brought in a hurry. Walking his way down, Aaron Ryerson puts on a shot. It's blocked, and it just about sneaked through. But Klang was able to reach behind with the glove, make the save, and he hung on for dear life.
Another good zone exit, good patience by Joe Schiller, and a nice touch play off the wall to Tweet. And then Tweet very alertly finds a streaking Ryerson in the neutral zone, and that speed on the edge. Got a good opportunity, but Klang, he's there early, standing tall.
On the face-off, Ian Ness draws it to the corner for Moorhead. Played by Brainerd, back to the near side and out to the point. Taken back by Moorhead. Long, hard shot, blocked away, recovered behind. And from there, the lookout on top, and it's swatted away. Ian Ness manages to get it to the point where it's backhanded up against the wall, and down deep into the corner it plays. And the Warrior defense comes up with a pull away, and it comes back out to the near side as Searles takes a look and waits. But play goes back into the corner, and the Warriors carry it behind the net as they scoot off to the far side with Connor Erickson. Play up on top, it rolls away, trying to pound it in, rolling it around. It comes loose and back to the near side. Andrew Searles back out at center ice, reloads the offense. We are just underway. There has been no scoring. A long pass down, Klang plays it from behind the net and leaves it there. To the near side and out of the corner, up along the wall. From there, down low, and it goes. And picked up by Erickson once again, and set off to the far side. Brought back all the way rink wide. It was a pass a little bit long, a little bit hard, and it's played by the Spuds. Brought in by Gavin Lindbergh. He's checked off the play and a nice hit. That big blow there by Grant Garduppy, and it goes off to the far side. Garduppy, captain for this Brainerd team, goes down deep into the corner, plays it back down near side. Picked up in the corner and played by John Finnegan. Rolls his way out. Finnegan sails his way in, sends it on goal, and it's swatted away. Play continues on there by Kai Weigel, getting his first save of the night. Play back to the near side. Out to center ice. It's played, turned around, sent back in on a backhand by Alex Jones. And it goes down, and from behind the net, the Spuds try to play it out as they work their way out. There's a broken stick on the ice. Play comes to the line and sent in. All the way down it goes. Into the corner. From behind it plays. Deflected away, and it's taken away. Corton takes a big hit, got lifted up and sent backward. He's back on his skates as the play goes into the corner, and Corton is right there. Takes a whack at it, but it's played out on top. Ryan Kennedy sent the pass out. It was intercepted. Moorhead on the way in. Stops play with 13:03 to go.
Well, there's some of that good physical play there with a big hit thrown by Brainerd there to jar Corton and send him to the ice. But then Corton right back up to his feet, gets back in there and causes some trouble. And you got Aaron Ryerson, who's got a scorer's mentality to start with, but tonight he wants to score, and he's thinking shoot first. That's another good shot by Ryerson there early.
Moorhead with 5 shots on goal. Brainerd, now I had one just a moment ago, saved by Weigel. And that is still yet to appear on the scoreboard, and play continues now in the near corner, up to Joe Grammer at the point. This is it down to the corner. Another big hard collision there. Players are on the ice. Puck is loose. It rolls out to the near side. Here come the Warriors as they break through center. And off to the far side, Harrison Seymour sends it into the corner. It rings out to the near corner. From there, played behind the net. Joe Grammer to pick it up and whistles it out to the far side. And it comes all the way out to center. Quickly turned around. Brainerd changing Spuds on the return. Nice job of stick handling on the way up by Dalton Songstead. To the near side, Wyatt Tweet tosses it in. He changes. Back to the near corner as play comes to the near wall. No scoring here so far as the play goes off to the far side. Picked up by Cody Martinson, who circles the net. Backhand pass. Tried to get it off to the far corner, but it hit the base of the net, and play continues on at that point. Now knocked away loose. Picked up by Ryan Kennedy. Outlet pass comes near his side, and tried to hook up with Cale Cope. And it's deflected there. Comes right back out to center. Here come the Warriors. Long pass deep into the near corner. Brainerd making their change as it is bandied about behind the net before it is thrown out to the far point. A fan on a shot attempt. And the loose puck continues to escape all players before it's tapped into the far corner where Colby Creer brings it near side. Joe Schiller then sends it out off the near boards and up into the air. It's played. Dished off to the far side. Ian Ness walks his way and shoots, and it's blocked away. Looking for his rebound, and the Warriors are there to pick it up. Nice recovery right out in front, and the Warriors come in as John Finnegan takes it all the way. Deep into the far corner. Finnegan still stick handling all the way to the near side before he's bumped off the puck. Play comes out to the Spuds, and here's the walk up by Carson Triggs. And that stops play as it came in offside. Just inside of 11 minutes here in the first period. There's been no scoring.
Warriors playing early with some good jam in their game, good structure in the neutral zone, but also they're playing with some urgency to go with it, which is kind of bottling up Moorhead as they try to come clean through the neutral zone.
And out to the near side, Andrew Searles drops back into his own end, feeds it off. The return by Grammer. And it comes squirting back out again, chased by Gavin Lindberg, gives it off to Grammer. Lindberg following the play, works it near side, but good poke check by Max Roby. And it comes back near side to the Spuds, pull it off the wall, then it's poked away once again. And play at the blue line continues on before the Spuds pull it loose. Return to the far side, Joe Grammer, weaving his way through the center ice. Centering pass, backhanded down low by Lindberg and off to the far side. Sent right up on top, wind up in a shot, blocked away. The rebound swatted out of the zone by Brainerd. They'll change as the play comes in. Icing waved off. Joe Schiller brings it back to the near side and it's sent out. Carson Triggs on his way in. Uplifted. He goes down. Play continues on. Caleb Alderson from Moorhead on this line switch. Goes off to the far side and pulls it in, then backhands it down deep into the corner before it spins behind the net. Moorhead on the change with 9:42 to play. Left up on top, Alderson feeds it up on top to Songstead, winds up and shoots it wide. It comes bouncing back to the near side. Pulled in there, here's a centering pass, and that comes all the way out. It got through to center ice as Songstead catches up to it and feeds it back now to Searles. It bounces off a stick. In on goal, turned away by Klang and off to the far corner. Played back now near side. A big collision there delivered by Stahlberger. And the loose puck goes off to the far side and play continues right in front of the Brainerd bench. Working his way loose. Here's a quick wrister set out. Klang turns it aside. 9 minutes to go opening period. Andrew Searles of Moorhead sends it down low. Here's a look by the Spuds as they bring it back up on top. Aaron Ryerson cycling around to the far side. Played off the wall. Turn, shoot, blocked up, blocked out of play. And that stops play with 8:46 to go.
And we talked about Brainerd's commitment to the physical play and defending with some urgency. And then you see Moorhead countering with the same commitment on the forecheck with some heavy hits of their own. They're delivered by Stahlberger down in the corner. Alderson separating a Brainerd player from the puck. good physical game so far.
Joe Corton stands in for the Moorhead faceoff and draws it to the outer edge. Colby Creer feeds it deep into the corner where it's played back out. Spuds into the corner. Back out to the point. Joe Schiller finding a play. Comes back. He shoots high and wide. And the rebound bounces all the way out to center ice. Picked up by Colby Creer. He nearly fanned on his pass attempt, but it's recovered and set up ice. Rolling in towards goal. Turned around and comes back onto the near side for Harrison Seymour. And from there it rolls all the way up ice and comes in on goal. 8:15 remaining here, opening period.
This is a clever attempt by Brainerd there as their offside wing up the ice was stretching the zone and tried to sneak in behind a Moorhead defender. And a nice little touch area pass by the Warriors, but it just didn't quite connect, rolling all the way in on Weigel.
Puck will go down near side of Weigel in the Moorhead zone. As it's drawn out to the edge, it's picked up. Ashton Ekstrand sends it in. Bounces off behind the glass and out to the far side. And as they challenge it there, it works its way loose and the Spuds come up with it. Here's a nifty pass out, return on the far right wing, walking his way in, a wind-up and a shot and a block and a save. Gavin Lindberg, he had everything going for him as he broke in on the back side of the play. Only thing in the way was Jed Klang, and he made the stop.
Yeah, and we've seen that quick strike ability from this line all year long, and a pretty benign play coming out of the zone, but a clean exit by a nice play by Bentz to find Triggs across the ice, and Lindberg reads that and gets open, and Triggs finds him, and it's a quick opportunity for Moorhead.
But still no goals yet between these two teams as we are in Section 8 quarterfinal play. Down deep in the near corner. Rolls off to the far side. Tracked down by Bentz, and Carson Bentz brings it up on top. Comes back to him, and Bentz feeds it off to the far wall. From there, Gavin Lindberg tosses it ahead. Play comes back out to center. Brainerd had it for a moment. Comes all the way down on near side for Andrew Searles as he sends it off. Long pass up and out of the zone that brings up icing. There have been a couple of other opportunities for icing, but this is the first one called tonight, and with 7:18 to go, first period, no scoring.
Yeah, you got two things there. One, Brainerd holding their kind of neutral zone posture pretty well, which made it hard for Moorhead to find anything real clean up the ice. But then you had Bentz breaking and Joe Grammer trying to find that bank pass all the way up the ice, kind of a bank stretch pass, just a little bit too far, or he would have had Bentz in all alone.
Off to the far side, Ian Ness ready to square up. The official double checking the spacing of players behind him. Moorhead controls the draw, and it comes near side, intercepted at center. Throwing back in deep. Connor Erickson chasing it down, and it comes squirting out of the zone. It's picked up by Cody Martinson. He is checked, but keeps on chugging as it goes down deep, and Martinson from behind the net plays it up on top, and it comes Joe Schiller. Backpedaling his way and opening up a spot. He goes off to the far side, wind up, and a shot blocked away. Popped up into the air. Thomas Schrader there to pick it up for Moorhead. It pops up into the air, and play continues on as it rolls out the center. Here comes the walk up ice now by Harrison Seymour. Deep in the corner, he sends a shot up high. Rolls off to the far side, and it bounces out to center ice before it's picked up by Caden Clefman. Down deep, Brainerd on the line change. Spuds regrouping, long pass near side. Tweet works his way up. Wyatt Tweet to the near side and in. He scoots right his way to the corner. Cycles it around up on top and then had it deflected away. Corton there to pick it up, and he stick handles his way to the corner and out. It comes back on near side, and at the point Andrew Searles is waiting. The play is bounced up against the wall. Searles manages to body block it down, and then Corton brings it offside. As Brainerd regains possession, the offside waved off, and the Warriors dump it into the zone. Long pass redirected by Kai Weigel. 5:46 to go. Down deep into the near corner, and played by Joe Grammer. As they circle around, heading up ice, Joe Grammer to center ice and through. Joe Grammer feeding it back. Here's a windup and a shot and a save by Klang. Best scoring opportunity the Spuds have had. Down low as play continues on. The Warriors reach in and pull it away. Long pass out of the zone. It comes all the way up ice. Joe Grammer tracking it down, but the ice whistle blows, and that stops the clock with 5:18 remaining.
You see some of the skill set of the Spud defenseman Joe Schiller tonight, sharp and got those cat-like quick movements with his feet and his hands, creating a great opportunity for Thomas Schrader a couple of minutes ago. And right there, Joe Grammer, the nice little shake and bake move down low to come up the ice and create and find Ryerson in a scoring area.
Moorhead with a 10-1 shots on goal advantage, but no goals have been scored by either team. As we close in on the 5-minute mark here in the first period. A high, hard shot off the plexiglass. Return to the far wall. Played now by Brainerd as they scoot out of the zone into center. Walking his way in and then sending it deep into the near corner. Chased down by Joe Schiller. He's pounded up into the boards by Aiden Ekstrand. Off to the far side, Ekstrand watches it sail past and it comes near side. Tipped away loose and a long pass out of the zone. Bouncing all the way up. Carson Hart working on his way in on a chase. Harper Bentz had it momentarily, then it's taken away, and here come the Warriors. And here comes Harper Bentz with the steal. Delivers it near side. Triggs down low, shot blocked. And from that point on, it was Gavin Lindbergh taking a solid look. The rebound, pushed down low. Rebound, slapped in towards goal, looking for a bounce back off one of the players. And I tell you what, this is starting to become a hockey game.
Well, it is. The play is picking up. The opportunities are coming. Brainerd is getting a little momentum with it. They're sticking in it. At this point, the first time they played, they were down 4 or 5 already. Now they're going, hey, we're still in this. Klang is outstanding right now. Watch that as Klang is keeping Moorhead out, not just on the first shot, but on their second and third attempts. That's
when you know your goaltender is playing well, is when the rebounds are also kept under control.
Always scary when the goaltender starts feeling it.
Off to the far side of Jed Klang. Play is down, drawn out at the point. Dalton Songstead feeds it far side. Here's a look in, down in front. Looking for that deflection, but Parker Gast had it slip away. Out of the far point, looking in. Down low, in the corner, swung in behind the net. Ian Ness goes in hard for it. It's bounded up against the wall and out to the far side, but kept in the zone by Songstead. Off to the far right wing, here's a centering pass intercepted as the Warriors were right there. The stick was in the right spot and bring it out to center ice on a long run in by Mitch Brow. Bounces up against the wall to the near side, Gast. And the return bouncing up comes in against the base of the net. Nice play by Kai Weigel. He didn't give up on the play once it went past him, but he was anticipating the return off the wall.
And I like that decision by Weigel. He's staying sharp with not a lot of action. But that play 2 different times was disjointed enough in the Moorhead end where he said, you know what, this isn't clean. Let's just cover it up and start over.
Face off on to the glove side of Kai Weigel. Warriors have Calvin Stangram standing in. And we'll go back into the draw as it pushed towards Kai Weigel. And with the cover up, back into the face-off. Joe Corton will square up against Calvin Stangram. Drawn on the dot, played out in front, swatted away deep to the far corner. That one had eyes that got diverted. Back to the near side. To the near side and along the wall. The Spuds on a breakout. It got away from Corton. And it's lifted up into the air, and the Spuds pull it down and take control. Joe Schiller feeding it ahead. It comes back to Schiller. Fed off on the far side. It got ahead of Aaron Ryerson. It comes all the way in. And from the corner, it comes back out. Well, Ryerson reaches in and picked the pocket. He's got it now inside of 3 minutes to go. Cycling all the way up on top. Aaron Ryerson turns the corner. Backhanded it out, and it was right into the teeth of the defense and taken back for a brief moment to center ice. Waiting for it there. Colby Creer and the Spuds bring it in. But the whistle stops play with 2:38 remaining. And we come out to center ice for the faceoff.
Nice quick release by Joe Schiller entering the zone there. It caught Klang by surprise, but Klang's good positioning allowed him to still make that save. It's happened a couple of times where he's been maybe tricked or it snuck up on him a little bit quicker than he thought it might, but doesn't matter when that big body's in the way. Doesn't matter.
walking his way down. Harper Bentz tried to muscle that one in, but it got turned away by Klang, who continues to hold on here tonight. Back onto the near side, the walk in by Carson Triggs, and then taken away, and it's sent out and all the way down. Grammer goes back to pick it up, closing in on 2:17 to play. And a long pass comes to Gavin Lindberg. He takes it down deep into the corner, centering pass all the way through to the far side. Played up against the wall and off the plexiglass. Deflected up and all the way down. Spuds giving pursuit. And we'll play it there as Brainerd completes their change. A long pass near side for Joe Grammer. And as he crosses over, sends it in deep, it goes off to the far side. Backhanded briefly, now pulled loose, slowed down, but not entirely, and it comes near side. Here's the walk in and a hard shot lifted by Max Roby. And it goes behind the net where the Spuds are waiting for the play, and it comes back out to the near side, and at the point, sent in towards goal, and the Spuds were there to cover. And a nice defensive positioning by Joe Schiller. Long play, and the Spuds on a quick return, a wind up and a shot. And Jed Klang continues to show his stuff. He has faced 15 shots. He has recorded 15 saves.
Well, it's good 200-foot hockey by Moorhead there. Good job out front of their own net with the Joe and Joe combination on defensive, tying up a guy to not allow him to get to a rebound, and then Joe Schiller coming in to clean up the mess, start a breakout, and then that quickly it's back down the ice for Moorhead.
Play comes out to center ice. The Spuds backpedal to pick it up and turn it around and head in. A lifted pass comes all the way to the near corner as we close in on the 1 minute mark. Off to the far side, we've had no scoring, and it's worked out of the zone, and that will bring a stop in play with icing whistled down there. 1:04 now showing.
Looks like we're going to have too many players on the ice. That whistle came a little premature on the icing, and they're counting blue jerseys right now.
Right now the door is open, and it could be that the Spuds will find themselves with the extra skater. And in my way of thinking, that is one thing that you should probably hardly ever see. But we've seen a host of penalties here down at the end of the season of too many players on the ice.
Yeah, and the time that is the common occurrence of it is when the play comes to the bench right as a player is exchanging. So the player that's still on the ice trying to get off, the other guy jumps on, and if they happen to touch it, it's an automatic whistle.
30% completion on power play opportunities for the Spuds. They have the extra skater for 1:04 before taking off the ice. On the draw, it comes out, and the Warriors bring it in as Harrison Seymour goes deep into the corner. Has his pocket picked, and the Spuds come away with it. Out to center ice and in. It's 2-on-3. It evens up now as the play goes behind. Looking for the centering pass. Worked out near side, and it got past the point and backhanded down low and off to the side, turned away by Weigel. Brainerd waiting for the play out at center ice. Moorhead working their way loose. Here's Harper Bentz on the way in. Holds up high in the slot, delivers it far side. It comes back to Grammer, winds up to shoot. He scores! Joe Grammer may have had a deflection with help on the way. He'll get the assist for sure, but the Spuds have grabbed the early lead.
Well, Triggs is going to get that goal with the nice deflection out front, but really this play has started as it was a little disjointed for Moorhead on their power play to start, but Harper Bentz took control as he maneuvered his way through the neutral zone. He held up as he crossed the blue line, and then he found Lindberg, and that allowed Grammer to get into position, and then Lindberg finds Grammer up top, and then recognizing again we got net front presence out front with his teammate Carson Triggs there. He fires it through traffic, and Triggs with the deflection gets one past Klang.
Triggs with the goal, his 20th of the year. And the Spuds power play gives Moorhead the lead here just before the end of the first period. 14.5 seconds now. Time of the goal at 16:39. Power play goal, Triggs from Grammer and Lindberg. As we play on, it comes down all the way to the far side. We're counting it down, and we're going to head into the locker room. And so I'm not so sure either team is going to feel terrible about the way that first period was played.
No, Brainerd's going to feel real good that they were able to hang in there, keep their defensive structure in place, and they're, you know, the one downer is the late goal on the power play, but overall they're feeling good about their game and where they're at right now.
And so with that, we have a 2-minute break before we return and talk more about this first period. We'll be back at Moorhead Sports Center after 1 period of play. Moorhead 1 and Brainerd nothing.
Is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere. Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages.
We've already seen that the Brainerd girls with a win over Moorhead last week, on their way to state tournament play starting tomorrow. Well-skilled, highly honed, very well-deserving trip to the Twin Cities area for the Brainerd girls team as they got the victory in Fergus Falls over Moorhead. A lot of people will be talking about that one, Rob Grammer, for some time.
What a great game. I had the fortune of being there to watch that one, and just such a well-contested game by both sides. The girls competed so hard, and you know, this time of the year brings it, but it's tough to see the heartbreak. And then right on the flip side, the jubilation of the other team that goes on.
You know, it wouldn't be the same without the heartbreak.
No, not at all. You're absolutely right. You know, and so congratulations to Brainerd. They had a well-executed game plan that made it hard on the Spuds, and they were able to get that goal and late in the game when it was tied at 1, find a way to get a goal, and they advanced to state. So congrats to Brainerd Little Falls, and good luck to them.
Back at Moorhead Sports Center as we wait for the Warriors to arrive at center ice. One thing noted about that first half, or that first period rather, Brainerd may not have had a lot of shots on goal because they really weren't utilizing their offense. It was more of a sit back in the defense and play the game that way.
Yeah, and it's probably a wise way to play is not to create turnovers by trying to do too much offensively. So just make sure you're advancing pucks, getting deep, rely on your forecheck to create turnovers in the offensive zone. We'll see if they can do it here in the second.
With a 1-0 lead, Moorhead gets the opening faceoff to start the second period, but throw it up on an icing. That gives us a chance to remind you that in our society, winning has come to mean everything. If winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, contest officials, and all involved. This message brought to you by Minnesota State High School League. Moorhead chases down the puck as it came out on a quickness move by Carson Triggs and knocked back down into the Brainerd end where it's picked up by the Warriors. 1-0 Moorhead, just underway, second period. Brainerd comes out of the zone with a long pass deflected in. Joe Grammer to track it down. He goes deep into the far corner and pushes it out, and it comes right back in, a long toss in by the Warriors. Spuds track it down to the corners. Andrew Searles takes a look up ice, head held high, sliding his way into the zone. Sends in a shot that's blocked, and it comes back to him. Then out in front. Rebound goes in, and got blocked away once again. Tell you what, Jed Klang is going to be very thankful that his defense is what it is because he has seen some outstanding play in front of him here tonight. On the ensuing play, it comes out to center ice. Harper Bentz giving chase on it, picks it up and keeps it in the zone before sending one down. He heads off the ice, Spuds on a line change. As it comes near side, we are just underway in the second period. Wyatt Tweet cycles out of center ice and off to the far side, carrying it down deep into the corner. Low from behind the net. His outlet pass got deflected and slowed down. Play comes out now as the Warriors send it up and pick it up on the near side. Here's a turnaround, but it came in just offside. He was backing his way into the zone with the puck still outside.
Yeah, and the little feeling out process here to start the second. And Larry, I got to give a little recognition out here. This is such a fun time of the year, and you got people from all over the state watching as the section playoffs begin, and guys from Edina and Eden Prairie and Centennial and Hermantown right now texting well wishes to all the kids across the state and watching these games. It's just a really fun time of the year. 3-on-2, Spuds on the way in, off to the far side, wind up, and a shot is blocked away. Rebound is poked out to the near side as it squirts out to center ice and quickly turned around by Colby Creer. He throws it down, and from behind the net, played back now by the Warriors. For a moment tied up, but Caden Clefman takes it off to the far side. Moorhead's Joe Corton is there to pick it up. Taps it into the corner, then pursues it. Wyatt Tweet now had a stick on it. He's trying to work it out to the point. Intercepted, and here come the Warriors. On the way up and out, it's thrown away by Martin Timmons, and it goes rink wide where the Spuds pull it back and bring it out to center ice. A collision there. Player down. No hand goes up. There's the hand up, and we'll have a penalty coming up on Brainerd. As play continues off to the far side, Ian Ness deep in the corner overplays it, and with that allowed the Warriors to pick it up, which brings us to a stop in play. And for the second time here tonight, Brainerd will be in the penalty box. There you see the speed and pressure of the Spuds just making it tough as they have all year on on defensive players, and it just sometimes forces you to get in there when you're trying to disrupt them, and you take them down, and Spuds will go to the power play.
Grant Gardapi with the tripping penalty. And play comes down to the near corner. Reach in for it, out to the near side. The only goal scored so far has been on a Moorhead power play. Gavin Lindbergh lines up to shoot. That's bounced away. Collision off the far side as play ends up ice. On that long pass by Brainerd, no icing, of course, with the penalty in play. Just underway, minute and a half remaining in the penalty. 14 minutes remaining in the second period. Long pass for Harper Bentz. Deflected away, and it comes all the way up. Joe Grammer walks his way back up ice and along the wall. Joe Grammer carries it down low, sends it up on top. It bounces off the skate of Ryerson before he picks it up in the corner. Deflection for just a moment. It comes back up on top, near side for Grammer. He goes rink wide, and it's a hard pass that got away from Ryerson. And it's turned back out to the point. Spuds keep it in. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Long pass, they'll try it again. There's a shot to the outside of the net. And it plays back out to the point where Grammer steers it back in. Here's a walk up the slot by Harper Bentz. Backhands it down low. Rebound goes behind, and it's played back to the near side as Bentz catches up to it. Out to Grammer. Done the return to Bentz. He winds up and he shoots on the Brainerd defense is there to clear it away and send it up ice. 27 seconds remaining on the Brainerd penalty. From behind his net. Play comes out near side. Spuds perhaps the last trip up ice with the extra skater. Here's Ian Ness. He scoots pretty good. Behind the net he goes. And then circles around and off to the far side at the point. Counting down now from 7. On the near side for Corton, down deep and in the corner plate. On the return, it goes up high in the slot. Joe Schiller returns it right side, and as the Warriors come to full strength, the shot is blanked away. And off to the far side, the Spuds track it down. Ian Ness is in the battle for it, and it's poked all the way back to the near corner. Return behind the net before it's picked up by Ashton Ekstrand. And the outlet pass comes right on for Braden Manarkey. The return, Moorhead picking it off. Colby Career sends it rink wide. 12 minutes to go. 1-0 Moorhead here in the early moments of the second period. Down deep. Into the corner. Centering pass got between the defensive pairs and all the way up ice. That'll give both teams chance to complete their changes. On the return, it comes near side. Bounced away. Along the wall, it's returned in on a nice play by Alex Jones. Spuds in the corner. Rejected there and chased off to the far side. Dalton Songstead had it for a moment. The outlet pass comes, Spuds to the blue line. Near side it comes to Thomas Schrader. He carries it down deep, walks his way in, shot blocked. Where's the rebound? And it's covered up, and the whistle blows, and that stops play. That had all the earmarks of a second goal for the Spuds, but Jed Klang and his defensive partners are shutting the door here early on.
That was strength on strength as Big Tom Schrader got on the right edge there, and as he can do so well, lowered his shoulder, got around the D right to the face of Klang, got it underneath his pad, tried to bang it in. Martinson joined in, but Klang just held real strong right there, not allowing that puck to get over the goal line.
On the face-off, Caleb Alderson lost it to the corner. Spuds picked it up momentarily. Now it comes back, and the Warriors head up ice and through. On the way in, Max Roby carries it down. Steered off to the far side. Caleb Alderson picking it up from Moorhead. He heads into the blue line area and all the way down to the corner before sending it out in front. It sails to the near corner. Cody Martinson feeds it up on top. Here's a wind-up and a shot by Grammer just wide. All the way to the near corner. Plays up on top for Schrader. He'll tee it up again before sending it off to Grammer, far side. Shooting it, hit the pipe. Clanked it hard, and it comes back out on the near side. Bounced it down to the corner, and Alderson gives chase. He's hit from behind. Play continues on as it backhanded off to the far side for Gardapi. And it comes all the way out to center ice. Spuds will have to touch up on the play. And the Warriors will take over as it's picked up by Mitch Brow And he turns around but can't clear the zone, and it's intercepted, and the Spuds have it back. Harper Bentz down low. Tried to lower the shoulder and come in and stays out on top. Here's a rebound down low. Empty net is there. The shot did not get away, and the play goes behind the net. Harper Bentz to pick it up in the near corner. Centering pass blocked away. Recovered then momentarily, and play goes back to the near side. Carson Triggs chasing it up to the point. Far point. Joe Schiller. Far corner. Looking down low, and it brings it up on top. Schiller will tee it up again. His hard pass deflected right back to him. Now returned to the corner. Shot blocked away. You could hear the clank of that one on wood as it nearly cut himself a new piece. To the near side, it's deflected. A hard hit in the corner. Moorhead on the return. We'll have another power play situation here as the Warriors will find themselves down a man.
Well, now you see the physical presence of Colby Creer as Max Roby had come down the ice on him, tried to make a move, but Colby just played his body and ran him hard into the wall. And then taking some exception to that was Harrison Seymour, who didn't like his teammate getting roughed up, so he came in and finished the check on Creer, but a little bit too high. I think they gave him a roughing call there, Larry, and just didn't like how high he came in on him. I thought it was a nice, strong, physical play, but maybe a little too high.
Harrison Seymour for 2 minutes, and so the third penalty tonight against the Warriors has an explanation being given on the far side. Howie Borden listening in. He's neither nodding his head or shaking his head. He's just listening. So apparently we'll not have any change on what has taken place, but everybody's hanging on, waiting patiently as they. This is a tactic also. If his team was starting to droop a little bit, they're having a chance to catch their breath. And play will get underway.
Well, a little bit of gamesmanship there maybe is the case, and kudos to him. It worked.
Face off to the far side of Jed Klang. 2 minutes on the penalty clock. 9:21 remaining here in the second period. Spuds on the power play leading 1-0. Near side for Joe Corton. Back up on top, return to Corton. He walks in and shoots, and that one just bounced away. Klang, I think, got a mitt on it before turning it aside. Joe Corton ends up with it for Moorhead, high in the slot. Near side for Schiller. He circles his way down to the corner, and Moorhead brings it up. There's a shot released, but right on. There was a nice alley all the way in on Jed Klang, and he steered it off to the far side. It ends up on top as Joe Schiller returns it down low. Spud's looking for a deflection, and it comes all the way out, and a quick return by the Brainerd defense to take it out of the zone. 8:37 o'clock running in the second period. The only goal so far comes from Moorhead's Carson Triggs. Moorhead on the return. Here's Harper Bentz. He may have waited a little long to get his shot away, and Klang was able to steer it away. Inside a minute of the penalty. Closing in on 8 minutes to go. 25-3 shots on goal Moorhead. 1-0 scoreboard Moorhead. Spuds out at center near side Harper Bentz. On his way in, down deep into the corner. Cycling the net and looking, Bentz brings it up on top. From there, Joe Grammer works his way down along the wall, feeds it up on top. Here's Lindberg's pass near side. They'll try it again as Triggs brings it up on top. Grammer finds a one-timer, far side. Rebound, just wiggles its way away from the goal mouth. And play comes back down with 13 seconds left on the power play. Grammer, one time, off far side, blocked away. Grammer has it back. Near side, quick, Lindberg sends it up far point. Here's Grammer, and that one is blocked away. Well, Ryerson had a good look at that one, but Brainerd has come back to full strength. They have worked out. Here's a rebound, shot blocked away. Bentz was wide open. He had it on his stick. The goal mouth was open, but Klang got back in time. Play continues in the far corner. And as the Warriors pull it out of the zone, a play up comes quickly. A big collision for Harrison Seymour. As he goes down and the puck comes loose, Brainerd has it back again. Now inside of 7 minutes remaining. Tipped away the recovery. Here's Carson Triggs back in. Shot and goal! Carson Triggs, a nifty move right out in front that took Klang one way, left the other area open. Spuds make it 2-0.
What a great goal by Carson Triggs, and we've seen this a number of times, but in the neutral zone. There was a bit of racquetball being played where there was no real possession or control. And wouldn't you know it, coming out of that mess, Carson Triggs wins a puck in the right direction, which we've seen 100 if it hasn't been 1,000 times this year. And then he uses that speed on the edge to get around the edge and cut across the face of the goaltender and slip it in forehand, backhand. Beautiful play by Carson Triggs.
Second of the night for Carson Triggs, and it's 2-0. Moorhead Triggs unassisted at 10-15. Play comes back up all the way down. Spuds able to make do after controlling the offensive zone. Finally got caught up in a turnover by Brainerd, leaving the net open, and it's 2-0. Off to the near side and along the wall. Lifted up and out. Unassisted for Carson Triggs to make it 2-0. And that brings us down now to the 6:03 mark. Off that icing pass, it'll come all the way back up and to the glove side of Jed Klang.
Well, it's, and right now Brainerd is just trying to stem the tide a little bit, relieve some pressure. They go high off the glass just to regroup a little bit here, and we'll see now if they can come back hard after that second goal.
Play is down, in towards goal, blocked away by Klang. Sent out far side where Cale Cope has it. Moorhead there to pull it away, turn it around. Cope following the play, turns it in. Back near side on the outlet pass for Thomas Schrader. To the blue line, and Schrader brings it in. All the way down, he goes down, play goes down. Up on top, Joe Schiller. Stick handling and maneuvering. Walking his way in, dropping it to the corner. From behind, here's a wraparound try and a big collision there. And players were one on top of the other, and as you might expect, not knowing full what was going on, a little extra along the way, but nothing serious. And so no whistle, no call, and play will continue.
Yeah, a lot of bodies in the paint there, and you see just the fluid nature of Joe Schiller out on the ice, just creating something out of nothing just with his feet there. Wonderful movement, able to get down and attack the net with Tommy Schrader, gets it low to Tom, and Tom attacks, and then there's a party in the paint and bodies flying.
On the face-off, it works out to the far edge. Spuds are there to pick it up. Turnaround by Ian Ness is gloved away by Klang. 31-3 shots on goal. Spuds with a 2-0 advantage, both coming from Carson Triggs. Play down on the far side of Klang. As it's drawn to the outer edge, Warriors pick it up and they set up a 2-on-1. Here's the breakaway down low, but Schrader reaches around and pokes it away to the far side. From there, Ian Ness picks it up, and it's brought up and dumped into the crowd on the far side. That stops play with 5:08 to go. 2-0 Spuds.
A near miss there. Brainerd's probably best opportunity of the night, coming up the ice on a 2-on-1 with a pinching D for Moorhead, just missing the puck. But what a great back check, good back pressure from Tommy Schrader to eliminate that opportunity.
Joe Grammer accepts the puck, turns, looks up ice, maneuvers. With a perfect touch pass to Carson Triggs, return to Harper Benz. He shoots it high. May have been blocked up higher and deflected to the back glass. From there, the Warriors come up with it, but can't clear the zone clean. And picked up on the near side. Now here's the walk-in, wind up in a shot, and a fluttering shot sent in by John Finnegan, rebounded away by Kai Weigel. And it works all the way off to the far side. 4.5 minutes to go, second period. Tipped away, Moorhead from behind the net, working it back near side. Battled for and deflected down. Backhanded. Searles, and it got away. It comes up between the points and all the way down. Play continues on here with 4:13 to go as it comes back on the Spuds. Carson Triggs puts it up on top, and it's taken away. Brainerd now on the return. All the way near side, taken back. Bounced up, pulled away. Alex Jones had it taken away by the Spuds, and it comes out near side. Out to center. Sent rink wide. Carson Triggs giving chase, but the play stops. And we head back up ice into the Moorhead zone with 3:49 to go here in the second period. Spuds with a 2-0 lead.
Well, the shots read 32-3. The scoreboard's only 2-0 at 3:49.
So you got to score once every 16 shots.
You're the math guy. But it's that point where it feels like you're ahead by 5 or 6, and you look up and you're not. This game is playing out okay for Brainerd right now.
Exactly. And we'll see what happens now as we get the clock underway with 3:41 remaining. Second period of play here at Moorhead Sports Center. And before play comes up ice, we've got holding. And that stops playing. I think Moorhead will find themselves serving a couple of minutes. First penalty of the night against Moorhead, as Colby Creer for holding will find himself sitting for 2 minutes.
And this is what you want to do if you're a player. You keep competing, and it's a 50-50 puck battle on the half wall. And Creer has his guy in check, but the Brainerd player just kind of kept after it, making it hard on the defender and forced him to grab on, and you get a penalty. So now here you go if you're Brainerd. 2-0 late in the second period. We got a power play opportunity. See if they can do it to cut this lead in half.
With play down, it comes and lifted up and out, and we'll go right back into the draw. Three and a half minutes remaining. They're going to bring this one outside the zone and have the face-off right in front of the Brainerd bench. As Gavin Lindberg of Moorhead squares up, draws it back, and it comes bouncing all the way in towards goal, but just off to the side. And the Warriors are back to pick it up. They take a good look up ice to see what the forecheck is, and they bring it near side. Here's a long pass that hit the scoreboard. That's out of play.
Well, you see that good stick integrity. It's a hallmark of good penalty killers, as they keep that stick in an area to be disruptive in passing lanes. And right there, Harper Bentz, as he's applying pressure to the Brainerd player coming up the ice, keeps his stick on the puck, as they say, and it ramps up into the Cobber scoreboard. Thankfully, no damage to the scoreboard.
You've got a couple of dents up there, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mitch Brow on the face-off, controlling. Brainerd has it. On the return up ice, a backhand throw up ice by Connor Erickson. Rolls it behind the net, sent off to the far side and played. Caleb Alderson brings it out to center ice. He's got a step, he's got a stride. It's 2-on-1. The near side, Joe Grammer, just off to the far side. It didn't come off the stick cleanly, and as a result, it went just wide of net, and it stays 2-0. That was a shorthanded opportunity for the Spuds, with still a minute remaining on the penalty. From behind the net, the Spuds come in and race past it. Here's a play up on top. Gavin Lindberg looking for the rebound. It wasn't there. Nice play down low, pardon me, by Carson Triggs to feed it up on top. Gavin Lindberg was waiting. He had a wide open look.
Yeah, and it starts with Joe Schiller and Joe Grammer playing a little pitch and catch to rake some time off the clock, and then they just hammer it down the ice. Kling sets it up, but that pesky Triggs is in there creating turnovers, and they just turn it back to the net so quickly to find Lindberg out front, but Kling there again.
2:20 now showing. 46 seconds on the penalty, and it's 2-0 Moorhead here in the second period as Brainerd approaches the zone and sends it in deep. Tracked down by Andrew Searles. He returns it up. No icing, of course. Moorhead skating shorthanded here as the play is picked up by Caden Clefman. Back it comes, throwing up on top. Brainerd down deep into the corner. Backhanding, playing catch. It comes near side for Alex Jones. Jones on his way to the blue line and drops it back, but he got it back out to center. Picked up by Harper Bentz. He's all the way on the way in. He goes down low, shot blocked by Jed Klang, and the rebound comes right back to Bentz. He's chasing it all the way back up ice. He goes down. Play continues on. Moorhead is back at full strength. You're going to have to do some explaining on that one, on what we just saw. Wow.
Well, you remember Jim Marshall?
Football Jim Marshall.
Yeah, picked up a fumble
Went the wrong
and
way?
ran the wrong way into the end zone. You know, and the 49ers just kind of eventually let him go, right? Well, Brainerd didn't let him go this time. They kept tracking Harper Bentz all the way back into the end, and then Harper makes a nice little move, but he loses an edge, and all of a sudden Brainerd almost had their best scoring chance of the night. It's the Jim Marshall. We're going to try to take that one out of the playbook, I think.
As play gets underway to the corner. Yeah, keep that one in mind. Out it comes. Moorhead to the blue line. Joe Corton drops it back. Ryerson right there. Shot right into the glove. 34 shots on goal.
1:13 left. This is a big minute in the game here. You know, Brainerd wouldn't mind limping in to the end of the period at 2-0. If the Spuds can get one more, that's a difficult lead to overcome for them in the third. We'll see here. We've got 1:10 to go.
Near side, Ryerson goes behind the net. Tweet brings it up on top. Corton with the shot. Rebound try by Ryerson and then covered up as the whistle stops play. Jed Klang is going to get involved sooner or later, something rather serious with the way that the Spuds are throwing shots in his direction.
Yeah, and you know, you talked about Brainerd's one-goal games, and it's not hard to see why. I mean, this guy, I remember, even though the game was 10-0, he had a pretty good game.
He had a good game,
a lot of high-quality saves, and he's doing it again here tonight. 34 shots so far, and I think that's light based on what we've seen recently.
We'll get that corrected during our second intermission as we have gone inside a minute. A minute to play here in the second period. Brainerd comes out of the zone. Along the wall, lifted it forward. And Weigel, rare opportunity to handle the puck. Tosses it off to the far wall. Moorhead pulls it away. Here's Joe Schiller. He cycles behind the net, gives it off. Looking up ice, backhand out of Schiller, and up ahead it comes to Ryerson. Taps it off the board. Here's Wyatt Tweet. He drops it back for Ryerson. But a nice defensive play by Aiden Ekstrand. He got down low and intercepted the pass, tipping it to the corner where the Spuds take it back again as Ryerson tries to keep a stick on it. He's battling hard in the corner. Well, and first it comes away, then it goes back in, and play is inside of 10. Up on top, another good look for the Spuds. Rolls off to the far side, and one last look. Comes all the way up on top. So one in the first, one in the second, and we head into the second intermission tonight from Moorhead Sports Center after 2 periods of play. It's Moorhead 2 and Brainerd nothing.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and back-dragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth. Have had a chance to take a look at how the teams play, and it's not too difficult to figure out that the key player for Brainerd is in goal in Jed Klang. Perhaps the key player for Moorhead is because we have got numbers to prove 2 goals from Carson Triggs.
Yeah.
He's been in the right place at the right time to account for the scoring.
That's right. You know, and he's done it all year long along with that top line, and Carson's the one scoring them tonight. Lindbergh and Bentz have both had wonderful
They've had opportunities,
but Carson's the one burying them. So, or burying them, excuse me. So here you go. We'll go Triggs against Klang. Who's going to win this battle?
Maybe we can get a shootout.
Wow. Wow. That's
no
penalty shot last game.
Penalty shot. Elk River is working their way into the semifinal round. Roseau has made their way into the semifinal round. Elk River is a final 4-3 in their decision, so they have advanced. St. Michael Albertville has advanced with a 4-0 win, and Roseau kind of thumped up on things, and as they got the win tonight over the number 7 team. 7-2 was the final there. Sartell, yeah.
Sartell, yeah.
And so the job at hand left to be completed is right here at Moorhead Sports Center.
Section 8 AA officials just are awaiting anxiously the result of this one, as are we.
Failing and getting up is one of the many lessons students learn when they participate in high school activities. It takes courage to show up and perform knowing that mistakes will occur. A missed shot, a bad pass, mistakes are part of the game. Teaching young people is a valuable lesson in picking themselves up and starting over again. This message brought to you by Minnesota State High School League. As we took a look out on the ice, we're underway. The Spuds will go right to left as they accept the draw, and it's Andrew Searles. Long pass up to the blue line. Brought in by Harper Bentz all the way down. Centering pass comes all the way on top, and there it's picked off and the Warriors have it. A quick bounce pass off the near wall and turned around by Alex Jones, and it comes all the way down. Play off to the far side, Ryerson with it. Brought back near corner. Spuds working it along the wall, and a quick outlet pass for Gavin Lindbergh, who sails his way in, drops it back near side. It got deflected into the corner, and play continues there as Bentz looks up on top before sending it to Searles. Off to the far side. Point to point we play, and down deep into the corner. Rolls back out to Joe Grammer. He quickly reverses it down to the far side as Lindbergh watches it go behind the net and brought back near side. Here's a long rink wide pass that got deflected. Good poke check away by Alex Jones. That gives Brainerd a chance to change as Searles brings it in. Winding up and shooting, blocked away. Bounced up against the side of the net, and a centering pass got loose, and it comes all the way out. It's 2-on-2 as the Warriors bring it to the blue line. Max Roby brings it in down deep. Rolls to the near corner and a quick release shot on goal right there. Gloved off the ice by Kai Weigel to keep the score at 2-0.
Nothing too dangerous there, but the puck was on the stick of Max Roby, one of the most dangerous offensive players on the Warriors team, and he was able to get a quick shot off, short side blocker on Weigel, but not able to connect.
Play to the near corner. Moorhead there looking from behind the net. Spuds trying to figure out a way to get play up ice. Here's the pass ahead and off to the far wing. Brought on his way in. Ryerson shoots. It's blocked away. Klang once again, standing tall. Off to the far side. Moorhead on the rebound, down deep into the corner. Ryerson delivers a big hit on Gardapi. Comes back up on top as play continues on. Wyatt Tweet had it poked away. Spuds pick it up at the point. Now here's a wind-up and a shot by Schiller that got deflected off to the far side. Moorhead keeping it in the zone. Schiller up on top. Winding it up. One-timer down low by Wyatt Tweet. He goes to the corner. Lifted up there and behind the net it plays. As they go on, Ryerson taking a poke at it. Corton taking a poke at it. Reaching in from behind. Connor Erickson of Brainerd takes a poke at it. And the Spuds finally pull it loose and bring it out onto the near side. Up against the wall and hard. Players collide and it works loose and Ryerson goes off to the far side. He's tied up with a play. And as they were involved in a grasp, the whistle brought play. And fortunately, nobody decided to carry that play any farther than that. But the penalty had been issued and the Spuds are shorthanded.
Well, my eyes were drawn down the ice following the puck on the icing. And as I look back, it just looked like Ryerson went in to finish his check, but kind of got tangled up incidentally. And just the way they fell over as the ref glanced back at it, he's going to take him off for, I don't even see what the call was. Was it holding? Or?
I suspect it would be. Was it holding? Yeah. Or
high stick. Okay, so they gave
he was
maybe
holding,
a high stick.
holding with a high stick? We're getting a lot of help on this one.
Yeah, he had him hog-tied pretty. We'll call it hog-tying. And well, anyway, here we go. Brainerd on a power play.
Wind up on a shot near side that just missed to the back glass. Rebound deep onto the ice and picked up by Gavin Lindberg. He carries it all the way down. Picks up some speed as he goes around the corner. Then it's pulled away. Aaron Ryerson for high sticking, serving 2 minutes with 13:47 now showing in regulation. It's 2-0 Moorhead. Brainerd on the power play. And Max Roby pulls up short. Drops it to the corner. Centering pass return. Nice play by Andrew Searles to put the stick on the ice and prevent the pass from getting through. Long pass out of the zone. It bounces all the way down and played off to the side by Klang. The return now by the Warriors with 1 minute to go on the power play. Long toss in by Caden Clefman. A quick turnaround. This one is thrown out. This one comes right on goal and steered off to the side where play will continue. Now 47 seconds left on the Moorhead penalty. Nice backhand pass to the far side for Harrison Seymour. Walks his way in. Shot came back to him and Seymour sent it out to the point. From there, shot on, and that one clanked off the pipe. Not a hard clank, but a pipe hit nonetheless. Back up ice, it's corralled by Ryan Kennedy. 25 seconds remaining on the Brainerd power play. Spuds reach in, pull it loose. Joe Grammer. Long pass near side. Pounded up against the wall. Lindberg is battling for it, kicking it, working it way loose. Here comes Lindberg on the way in. He'll walk his way down. He shoots. It's blocked away and then covered up. He thought he had one. It looked like it was going to go through the 5-hole. But Klang once again, right place, right time, right result.
I think Klang thought he had one too on that one. He was surprised. It was such a really quick, good release from Gavin Lindberg there, as Klang anticipated he might try to slip it across to Bentz, who had very smartly attacked the front of the net there. But Lindberg went clever, short side, and had him fooled. Just didn't beat him.
Time is running out on the Moorhead penalty. They are at full strength as Brainerd comes into the zone. Spuds are there to pull it away. On the play up ice, Dalton Songstad winds up, shoots, and that one is blocked away. Another shot on goal by Moorhead. Still 2-0, however, as the play comes out of the zone and all the way up ice. That will result in icing as Brainerd touches up on the plate with 12:01 now showing. And it's still 2-0. Moorhead with the lead.
Yeah, another penalty coming up, Larry. It's going to be an interference call on Dalton Songstead, so the Brainerd Warriors again are going to have another power play opportunity.
When we talked with Howie Bordenson, one of the most disastrous things is penalties in a playoff game. And now Brainerd has a chance to take advantage of the Moorhead penalties. Up on top, here's a look in by John Finnegan. Shot blocked away, and it comes back to Finnegan near side. Into the corner. Along the wall. Down low, and a shot sent on. Blocked up on a waist. Saved for Weigel. Rebound kicked all the way up in a hurry. Back up ice, chased by Carson Triggs, but Brainerd gets away with it, and on the sail, Caden Clefman comes rolling in. He takes a hit, puck works loose, Spuds come up with it. All the way back down near side. Spuds coming out of the zone, skating shorthanded. Sent in by Colby Creer, and he will head off the ice. Brainerd has completed their change, and we play on. From below, taking a look up ice, pulling up short, then sending it rake wide. Moorhead catching up to the play as well and forced the play off to the near side where it continues on with Max Roby. He goes down low, still in possession. Roby cycling all the way around. He slips down, and Moorhead comes up with it. It's 2-on-1. Here's a play, shot, and a goal. Gavin Lindberg on the way in. It was 2-on-1, and that was a mismatch. Gavin Lindberg.
You almost feel sick for Roby and Brainerd right now, because what you can't have is terrible misfortune. And they have complete control of the puck, circling to set up their power play, and an errant stick came sliding over, and Roby stepped on it. Unbeknownst to him, the stick was sliding towards him. He steps on it and goes down, giving the Spuds a 2-on-1, and it's the worst 2-on-1 you want to see if you're Brainerd. It's Lindberg and Bentz, and this time Lindberg makes no mistake with it, going 5-hole on Klang, and you feel sick for Brainerd on that one.
Short-handed. 6:06, Gavin Lindberg from Harper Bentz. And for Gavin Lindberg, that is his 19th goal of the season. Play is down on the circle, and that has created a 3-0 advantage for the Spuds. Gardapi along the far side plays it back now for Brainerd as they continue with their power play, still 40 seconds remaining. On the way out of the zone, comes back rink wide. Pulled up short, stick handling his way loose. Harrison Seymour catches up to it and brings it in. Harrison Seymour along the near wall, drops it into the corner. Joe Grammer goes down low, plays it back now near side. Down deep in the corner, a shot sent on by Ryan Kennedy. Bouncing off to the far side, then rolls in towards goal. Kennedy is there to pick it up, turns, shoots into traffic. It comes back to Kennedy. He plays it out of the zone. Spuds have another 2-on-1, working their way down low. Here's a centering pass, and the deflection by Lindberg just missed the pipe. About 6 inches wide. And play continues on as the penalty has expired. Moorhead is at full strength. And during that penalty, we're able to score a shorthanded goal to lead it now at 3-0. Play out to the far side. All the way up ice it goes for Caden Clefman. Along the wall, played up against the corner. Deflected down, scrambled for it. Tipped out, kept in at the point, wind up in a shot, blocked off near side. Nice defensive play, but it comes back to Searles. He winds up on his centering passes, hit hard into the pocket of people, and the play continues in the far corner. Rolling it back out, Corton. Sending it down low. Working it along the corner and back down. It goes to Wyatt Tweet. He turns, he shoots it at a bad angle. Play continues on. Spuds owning the territory here late in the third period. Play goes down low. 3-0 Moorhead. 8:43 to go. We're midway through the third period. Up on top, wind up in a shot into traffic, gloved off the ice by Jed Klang. Keeping the puck safe, will go to the face-off circle.
Ooh, that's a soul-eating shift by that line right now. Any momentum Brainerd wanted to take back, that line just kept them hemmed down in their end and controlled the puck, getting good look after good look. Nice job again by Klang to keep it out of the net, but that was a heck of a shift by that line of Tweet, Ryerson, and Joe Corton.
Ian Ness, pardon me, is in for the face-off for Moorhead. Brainerd circling around. Now we'll send Max Roby in. And the play is drawn to the outer edge. Spuds are there to pick it up. Wind up in a shot by Songstead. Misfiring on the play. The return goes rink wide for Roby. He brings it in with a shot just wide. May have tipped the glove of Kai Weigel on the way by. It comes out. Play heads all alone. Winding his way in. Schrader goes. And another save by Klang. Schrader did every move he could think of. And still, Klang was there to keep it away. Down low in the corner. Working that one in for the goal. That one, he may have bounced that one off his shoulders. Because that was off his back. That did not come straight in. But it has become a 4-0 hockey game.
That is a clever and nifty play by Ian Ness. Coming on a shallow angle out of the corner. And as Klang goes down to take away the entire low part of the net and probably a potential entry pass across, Ness just flicks it up off his shoulder up in the upper part of the net, and a beautiful goal from Ian Ness.
8:56. Time of the goal, Ian Ness from Thomas Schrader. Unanswered goals by the Spuds here in the third period has taken a 2-0 closely contested game to a 4-0 advantage with 7:50 remaining. On the way in, sliding down, shot deflected up and high. Back to the near side, it's played up against the wall. Here's Schrader. He turns, or Cyril's rather. Cyril set that last one in, and Alderson picks it up in the corner. He battles for it. Brainerd scraping in and become involved to take it away, sending it out to center where the Spuds are waiting. Long toss into the near corner. Brainerd now out of their own end. Pass again, this one is blocked away. Comes rolling out to center ice. Now the Warriors have it 2-on-1. Moving in on the near side is Cale Cope. Wind up in a shot. And from there he's trying to tip it in while still hanging on to goaltender Kai Weigel. And with those two players intertwined right down in the goal mouth, the official comes in making sure no further damage be done. And Weigel able to stand up. He'll put his mask back on and grab his stick, and he'll continue to play. But that one was dangerously close to something serious happening, physically, that is.
Yeah, he got those goalies get in those prone positions, and they can get twisted up, and as guys fall over the top of them, and there was no intent there at all.
No, none.
It was just a hard play to the net, and they happened to fall that way. So nice to see that nobody's hurt, and we're going to get back.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of instances like that tonight where players recognize the integrity of the game that they're playing, and they allow it to be played. Here's Gavin Lindberg. Across the line and in. Down deep into the corner, centering all the way through. Comes way back up on top, and it's quickly returned into traffic, and it's picked off. And then regained by Moorhead as Colby Creer sends it in deep. 6.5 minutes to go. 4-0 Spuds along the near side. Wind up from there. Shot sent on by Creer. And Brainerd gets a stick on it to send it up ice. That'll bring us back into the Brainerd zone as they take the pressure off with that icing pass, stopping the clock. 6:17 remaining. 4-0 Spuds. Two from Carson Triggs, one in the first, one in the second. Gavin Lindberg in the third. Ian Ness in the third. Play on the near side now for the faceoff. Joe Corton draws it out to Joe Grammer. Sliding along the blue line, Grammer turns, shoots, and somehow he saw that one or felt that one coming in. Jed Klang redirected it out of play. On to the near boards, it continues on. Backpedaling in his own end. Here's the turn and the look-up ice. Pulled away by Wyatt Tweet. Spuds reaching in. Always have coverage, it seems. Joe Corton brings it in and shoots. That one is blockered away. Rolling it down behind the net, picked up by Mitch Brow of Brainerd. Trying to work it out of the zone. Tweet keeps it in, however, with a check into the corner. Play continues on, and we got an upraised arm. We had to know that Tweet is going to be involved at one point or another during the course of the game, and sure enough. But I think it'll be coincidentals.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, well, it would appear that way because Tweet had some words with the official. I don't know what he would be arguing. It's the first time I've ever seen the opposing player argue against one of the his opponent's penalties.
Well, unless he wasn't arguing, he was just getting an explanation.
He was congratulating him on a good call. But Tweet went in hard.
I'll bet that was it.
Yeah, and he separated the Roby, or I think whoever it was, from the puck. Well, and then there's a response and then a penalty. So
yeah, Roby ends up with 2 minutes. Time of the penalty as we have about 5.5 minutes remaining. Moorhead has scored twice here in the third period and lead it now 4-0. Here's a windup and a shot by Ryerson. That one deflected away. 53 shots on goal by the Spuds offense here tonight. Back up ice, it is played. Joe Grammer giving chase. He picks it up, he takes a look and sends it up along the near side. Warriors force the play back across ice. Gavin Lindberg brings it in. Circling the net. Lindberg drops it. Ryerson picks it up. Turns it to the corner and they'll play from there. Back on the near side and it's up on top. Grammer feeds it off to the far point. 4:40 to go. Shot sent down low and a rebound score. That one looked like Harper Bentz that tipped it in. The shot was there. The rebound was off to the side. And Harper Bentz had a good open look to make it 5-0.
Good patience from the Spuds here as they set up on the perimeter. They get it up top. Ryerson gets it up top to Joe Grammer. Grammer's able to find Lindberg across the blue line, and great presence from Lindberg here to recognize Harper Bentz all by himself in front of Klang. So he delivers kind of a shot pass into Harper that he actually catches and then just pulls it around Klang and tucks it in. Very nifty goal. Good power play goal for Moorhead.
5-0 Spuds. Harper Bentz from Gavin Lindberg and Joe Grammer. Play goes down behind the net. And it's 5-0 Moorhead with 4:12 remaining. Wind up and a pass down low. All the way through the crease to the near side. Picked up again by the Spuds as they drop it off to the far side. Another penalty forthcoming. Spuds already with the extra skater will have a chance with one more when the Brainerd Warriors touch up on the play. Caleb Alderson pulls the puck loose and then on the return batted around by Brainerd. Stopping play, hooking, coming up against the Warriors. And Moorhead will go back on the power play. They've got 2 power play goals and a shorthanded goal so far tonight off their special teams.
And you said it earlier that I don't know what you said exactly. Something about penalties or damaging. I don't remember.
Well, it heightens the anxiety and it impacts the outcome of the game so much more so.
Yeah, and it has
when it's a playoff game.
It certainly has tonight for Moorhead.
So the Spuds nursing a 5-0 lead. Let's see how aggressive they are with that advantage as they work the puck around the perimeter. Walking his way in, Joe Corton bats it down. Gavin Lindberg leaves it there. Colby Creer picks it up. It ends up way up on top, and here's the look in now by Aaron Ryerson. Joe Schiller back to Ryerson, walks his way in. He got caught but got away, delivers it back up on top, and Schiller takes a look from there. He slides his way down to the corner. They exchange places. Here's a shot blocked on and away. Rebound score! Joel Stahlberger. Justin Stahlberger. His 3rd goal of the season, Justin Stahlberger makes it a running time.
Yeah, just great presence again from the whole unit on that power play. Schiller and Ness working it on top down to the half wall. They get a little movement, a little scissor action up top to open up the box a little bit, and then they get one in on net. A nice quick shot, and then Justin Stahlberger, Stolly on the spot, we'll call it this time.
You can do that. Creer and Schiller both assisting. Power play goal, Justin Stahlberger, 6-0 Moorhead. And the damage done here in the third period. 4 unanswered goals, and the Spuds create a turnover. Parker Gast back into play along the near side, putting a stick on it, pulling it loose briefly. Down into the corner, Gast chasing it behind the net. It goes down to Schrader, up on the near side, wind up in a shot, blocked, rebound away, looking for it. It comes up to Searles, it comes out to Songstead, and play continues on in the crease before it is gloved and kept in the mitt by Jed Klang.
Not that a whole bunch of people care, but there's about 3 opportunities for Spud players to have their first career goals there between Parker Gass, Dalton Songstead, and Andrew Searles, all with grade A looks, and I think Klang knows it. He's like, I'm not letting these guys get one. Great work by Klang.
Clock continues to run. We're inside of 2 minutes to go. It's Justin Stahlberger just a moment ago on a power play goal, made it 6-0, controls the faceoff to the corner. Picked up by Ashton Ekstrand. And from there, dish down deep. Spuds keeping it in the zone, wind up in a shot and a goal! And that is Justin Stahlberger again, his second goal in a matter of a couple of minutes. Justin Stahlberger twice, Carson Triggs twice for Moorhead. And now it is 7-0.
What a great job by Justin Stahlberger finishing off this night, taking the most of his opportunities, showing his deft offensive touch out there, first on a rebound goal and now on that wicked snapper from about the top of the circle to get it by Klang. Great goal from Stahlberger.
Thomas Schrader will get one of the assists. Dalton Songstead will get the other. That's his 4th assist of the year. We're in the final minute. Moorhead is 44 seconds away from advancing out of the quarterfinal bracket and into semifinal play next Saturday. And if this lead holds, it will be right back here at Moorhead Sports Center, counting down now from 30. 5 unanswered goals by the Spuds, 62 shots pushed in on Jed Klang. And you can't help but take a look at those 7 goals and think that this was a runaway. It was not. Jed Klang absolutely kept Brainerd within striking distance until late in the game.
Yeah, it was a wonderful performance by Klang, doing everything in his power to keep the Warriors in the game. He did just that, but the Spuds in the end were too much, and the special teams was a huge factor in that.
We have a 1-minute break coming your way as we recap tonight's game. When we return, our final score tonight from Moorhead Sports Center, Spuds 7, Warriors nothing.